Hey everyone, I found these cute little mini ladders at Dollar Tree, so I thought I'd make 3 DIYs with them. And for the first one, I have this grey love ladder, and I'm just taking off the tag and this piece of greenery, which is stapled on. So I just took some scissors just to loosen off the staples. And then I took off the love sign from the back. And if you want to keep that part, make sure that you take it off carefully so it doesn't break. And then I took 25 tumbling blocks and I glued them in rows of 5 with the Dollar Tree super glue wood glue. I left this ladder grey, but you can paint it any colour that you want. You could also paint these little shelves that I'm making any colour that you want as well. But I thought I would just go with the grey farmhouse theme that everybody seems to love. And then I paint the tumbling tower blocks with some Waverly white chalk paint. And then I just use some wood glue and I apply some glue along the top edge of these pieces on the ladder. And then I just put the tower block shells in the same place. I was just making sure the flat side was the one that was getting attached to the ladder. And then I just put some succulents on it, and I think it turned out cute. And the shelves are really small, but you could put like little trinkets and stuff on it if you wanted to. And for this next DIY, I have another one of these love ladders, and I am just taking off the pieces like I did for the last one. But these staples were really stapled in. So I took some pliers and that helped me get it off. And I just sanded down the little bit that was sticking up after taking the staples out. And then I painted it with some ink Waverly chalk paint. I found this gorgeous green and black tartan material at Dollar Tree, and you know I'm Scottish, so I love a bit of tartan. And you guys call it plaid, I think. But it's tartan. And I never find nice material at Dollar Tree, and they had this, so I bought 2 of them. So I'll definitely be doing some dyes. I'm talking about some DIYs with this soon, I think. So anyway, I just measured how much I needed, and then I cut it down, and I found my fabric scissors because I did hide them from the other people that live here. And I just put hot glue down one side, and then I attached the ladder, and then I did hot glue the other side of the ladder, and then I attached it, but it wasn't tight enough. So I took it off and then I laid it down and did it this way. And it worked out a bit better. And then I just pick off any hot glue that you see, because it does get messy, and then I trimmed off any threads that were sticking out. And I have these wee mini pegs from Dollar Tree, so I just glued one to the middle of each of the ladder steps. That's what you call them. I thought I was going to need 5. And then I hot glued these half wooden beads on the corners like this, all the way up. And you can paint these if you want to, but I decided just to leave them plain to match the wee pegs. Oh, I'll leave a link down below for these in case you're interested. And I had printed off some pictures to put on this, but they didn't look right because I got the size wrong. So I found these stickers that I had bought years ago, and never used. I was so glad that I found them so that I would have something to put on this wee ladder. And then I have 3 of these wooden signs. I'm just taking out the little twine hanger from each of them. And then I have 2 of these home signs, and I am just going to do the same. I'm going to take off the greenery and then take off the home part and also the twine hanger. And then I was careful taking off the home piece because I wanted to reuse them. And I'm not really that into stuff that says home and blessed and family and all that. But I thought these were cute and they were black and I love black. So I decided to keep them to put back on this shelf that I'm making. So I fill in the holes with some wood filler, and it says it's stainable, but it's not. You can see it. But if you didn't fill them in, you probably wouldn't really notice them. You could always put the half pearls on the holes and then on the other side to cover them up if you wanted to. And then I took this scraper tool from Dollar Tree and I scraped off all the extra glue that was where the home sign was. And I also used the scraper tool to scrape the extra glue off the home sign, and I did that to both of them. And well, that part didn't come off as easy as the other parts. And then I just sanded it down with a sanding block from Dollar Tree. And then I painted it with some ink Waverly chalk paint. And then I gave all these planks a quick sand along all the edges and where the wood filler was. Then I stained it with some Waverly antique wax. And then I got some of the Dollar Tree super glue wood glue to glue it all together, and then I just put it on 2 sides at the bottom, and then I put some hot glue in the middle. And then it was a bit tricky getting these shelves to stay up because they are so long. So what I did was I got some tumbling tower blocks and I just glued one underneath each shelf to the little step on the ladder and then the bottom of the shelf. And that held it in place, and I was supposed to go and paint them, stain them later on, but I forgot, and then I can't be bothered. So I just did that for all 3 shelves on both sides. And just let your glue set before you do the next side, and then I'd put the glue on the wrong shelf. I just did the same, but I did them all at the one time. And then, yeah, because I wanted to put the hot glue on it and try and get it all in place before the hot glue set. And then I just did the same thing with the tower blocks. And these shelves, they are a wee bit wobbly. If you're going to have them like against the wall or something, then it won't matter. But you could always put some skewers or something, like a crisscross on the back if you wanted to make it a bit more sturdy. But I didn't bother. And I wouldn't put anything too heavy on them, but you'll see at the end that you could still put quite a lot of stuff on them. If you want to put anything heavier, put it at the sides and not in the middle. And then I just hot glued the home sign to each side. And then this is how it turned out. And I actually like how the home side looks on it. It's not usually my thing, but I actually quite like it. But you guys can let me know what you think down in the comments below. Watching this back, I have some more ideas for these wee ladder shelves, so if there's any more in my Dollar Tree, I will pick them up, so let me know if you want to see more. And thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.